Start time recording, 7:20 a.m., 6/8/2022. Okay, go ahead, Deputy.
Alrighty, can you hear me properly?
Yep, go ahead, explain in full what occurred.
Okay, so after I stopped a suspect for speeding, I was in the middle of the traffic stop. I was running his plate, and all I hear is automatic shots ringing out. And when I put away my tablet and get out of my vehicle, a blue vehicle that I did not realize was one of the two firing, had taken a position behind me, and a green sports car had driven away from the scene. Uh, and then I took cover behind my vehicle, called out for units, the shots fired, uh, and I stayed behind my vehicle in what I believed to be was cover, but the blue vehicle was behind me, uh, ready to take me out. And a black vehicle, it would be a black, the wheels were pretty chambered, however you want to say it. It was a pretty low riding vehicle as well. It was a four-door sedan type vehicle. It rolled by, it shot at me. I do not believe that vehicle hit me once. And then the blue vehicle started opening fire on me. It hit me once or twice in the legs, so I dropped down. It stopped firing, thinking that I was down. So I managed to get back up. I took cover behind my vehicle. And then it drove around my vehicle. It hit me a couple more times. At that point, I was down, and it sped off when another unit arrived on scene and cleared the area with a AR. Uh, and then the detective rolled up and started looking into the scene. And I was given a tourniquet on my arm, and my vest was pretty shot up and useless at that point. Uh, then, after a little bit of the investigation going on, I was taken to the hospital due to my injuries. And after my trip at the hospital, I returned to the scene under the request of the detective, and uh, and when I was near my vehicle, someone came up and claimed they had dash cam footage of the incident. So I went over to their vehicle. They grabbed me and then took me hostage. Uh, they drove me around the Sandy Shores area for a little bit, took me over towards the motel area. They were saying they were going to kill me. They had guns to my head, and I talked them into not killing me by stating things along the lines of killing me will just be worse for you. It will just end up worse, and you getting charged with murder on a law enforcement officer. Your best idea would just ransom me off for money. Uh, in which case, they responded something along the lines of "That's a good idea." They took me down towards the 24/7 off of the highway near Polito Bay, and they forced me to empty my bank account at an ATM. I had about $298 in cash after emptying my bank account. I handed them the cash, and then they continued to take me hostage. Uh, they took me to the Polito Bay Sheriff's Department, and they forced me to, well, they tried to force me to find the evidence locker. I was unsuccessful in finding it, but in a interrogation room, I did the $2,000 and a little bit of weed. I would say only a few grams that they forced me to hand over to them.
Alright, and go ahead, state your unit, call sign, and name.
I am PO10, actively with the BCSO, and my name is James Jackson.
Alright, thank you. End recording 7:25 a.m. Date 6/8/2022.